The CSA Auditorium is one of the most legendary facilities in St. Lucia, but today the once revered venue stands in a state of almost complete disrepair. And the reason is enough to put the CSA out of business. A Choice News investigation has found that for the last 6 years, the union has failed to produce or deliver financial statements. This puts the union in breach of the labor code and could be enough reason for the registrar of unions to completely dissolve what has traditionally been the biggest and most powerful union on the island. The new CSA president, Tekla Goodman, confirmed the findings.
There's a section under the Labor Act which states that every trade union at the end of their financial year, 6 months after, have to present their financial statements and audited reports to the Registrar of Trade Unions. And if that is not done, we find ourselves in a position where we can be, there are penalties that we will face.
Tekla Goodman has been president of the union since April 2024. She ran on a platform of change against the incumbent president Cyprian Montrop and won about 2/3 of the votes cast. But what she discovered upon becoming president was worse than anyone imagined.
There was no accountability to the members, and I'm a member. Before I became president, I've been a member for 27 years, and I've never seen it like that. All we got were excuses upon excuses. The treasurer did not present her report. The treasurer did not do this, or the treasurer did not do that. And it concerned me as a general council member, as a member of CSA. And I think that was one of the reasons I went up to become president of CSA, to be that change that I want to see. Because it is sad that persons sacrifice $25 every month for representation to an organization which is supposed to develop them as individuals. And that money is not accounted for and has not been accounted for the past 6 years.
An internal investigation is currently being carried out, but the failure to present financial statements makes it practically impossible for the CSA to secure funding from banks and other financial institutions. This means that the CSA Auditorium and the building it is in cannot be repaired until the financial situation is brought in line with the law. We asked Goodman what the first step would be to fix this unprecedented situation.
Presently, we are putting together our committees, and those committees will be charged. We have a building committee which will look at those things, get reports, tell us what it is we need, also speak to financial institutions, speak to engineers, to find out what it is, to find out our position, where we're at, what it is we need, and then we take it from there. So our building committee is charged with that responsibility.
Partisan politics also became an issue when the president and executive paid courtesy calls to the prime minister and the leader of the opposition. But Goodman says that even though the unions are traditionally very political, she's trying to keep partisanship out of the trade union.
All of us on the day of election will enter that ballot box and cast our vote. For me as president of CSA, that is nobody's business, who I support or who I don't support. Because at the end of the day, we have members who support either side. We have members who support the Green Party, the Yellow Party, the Blue Party, and the Red Party. I will not and cannot show any political colors because I have to represent everybody.
The new president and her executive have had some successes, like negotiating and implementing collective agreements with the Cashieres City Council and preparing the union for future developments like the rise of artificial intelligence. But Goodman says that first things first, the CSA must get its house in order if the CSA Auditorium will ever host cultural, business, and political events again. For Choice News Now, I'm Jason Seaflay.